And moving on with the licensing train. We're just going on with more and more and more shows in this episode with the licensing train. So what are we talking about today? Well, today we are talking about Garo Season 2, which is coming to HiDive. So I assume this is the one that was called Makai Nights. Am I correct saying that? Yes, I am. Okay, Makai Nights. I haven't seen Makai Nights in years, never finished it. So, but now I can because it's on HiDive and also on Blu-ray as well. So you can check that out in the description box below. There will be Amazon affiliate links to it. If you want to go buy it and you want to help support us, you totally can. Or you can buy it any other way you'd like. Either way, this is going to be released. If you want to watch it streaming-wise, it will be released on HiDive. Now, you might be like me a while ago before I looked up, because HiDive is actually relatively new. So you might be like, what in the heck is HiDive? HiDive is a bit like Crunchyroll in the fact that it is an anime streaming service. However, I think, yes, of course, Crunchyroll ended up branching out with drama a while ago. And even within the last year, before HiDive got Garo, they had a bunch of different Ultraman shows. Started off with a few, then really worked their way. And I think now they're airing the... I don't know if they're airing R&B, but they are airing most of the, or they were at least airing the most recent Ultraman shows. So that's amazing for Crunchyroll. But looking at HiDive, I assume because HiDive is owned, I'm pretty sure is owned, or at least one of the co-owners is Sentai Filmworks, and Kraken is owned by Sentai Filmworks, so Section 23. I forgot who they're affiliated with. Either way, they've had this license for a while. They've been actually streaming the first season of Garo for a long time. They also streamed Red Requiem. The reason why I'm super hyped about this, for me anyway, is because of the fact that, look, yes, I know it's also available on Blu-ray as well. I'll probably be getting the Blu-ray version, but it's the fact that, as I've been saying throughout the past few stories in regards to Tokusatsu coming to the US, this is a show that, even though I really did enjoy it, I really thought it would do well in the US, especially if it was adapted for... This is a show that I think would actually do well if it was adapted for late night. At least the concept. Not so much, reusing footage or something like that, because it is from 2005. But still, when it comes to this show, it's just because of the fact that it didn't have a tie to Power Rangers, to Kamen Rider, Dragon Knight, or Masked Rider. Or in the case of, like, Ultraman, Ultraman has been brought over here in different dubs. Ultra Q was dubbed in the US, Ultraman, Ultra 7, and even when you look at Ultraman Tiga, despite the fact that it didn't do so hot, it still was dubbed, and it was put out on DVD. I have the DVDs on my shelf. There's been other Ultraman DVDs released throughout the years as well. I felt as if this show was going to be kind of lost to time, at least to, legally streaming US audiences or DVD or Blu-ray, stuff like that. But I was wrong. I was wrong. It's being released on HiDive, which, like I said earlier, anime streaming service, but also definitely loving to delve into Tokusatsu as well, and other older anime shows that I think even Crunchyroll is a little squeamish on. So, HiDive, I talked about HiDive originally on Keikaku Corner. When I did on Keikaku Corner with Tristan Walter, we talked about at the time it was $4 because it was in its beta. Now it's $8, not in its beta anymore, but still you get shows like this. I don't think Garo is available for free. That's the one thing I'll say about HiDive. From what I remember, I think some shows might be on that freemium basis that Crunchyroll is. Other ones, even though Crunchyroll does also have some shows behind a paywall, I do believe most of their stuff is not. Unless, of course, it's like, oh, this is the newest episode, so, that's behind a paywall. But when it comes to Garo, though, I'm pretty sure, unless things have changed over time, the first season, when I first looked at it, was behind the paywall, so you wouldn't have to pay $8 a month to watch it. But you can just pay $8 and marathon it throughout the month, and then you're good. When it comes to this show, though, Season 2, Makai Nights, when it comes to its release on HiDive, it will premiere August 16th, so by the time this is out, it would have already premiered, and they're going to release two episodes every Thursday. So you can check that out on HiDive. I'm interested in checking that out on HiDive. If it's not, if I have to pay $8 for it, I'd rather just buy the Blu-ray. But again, either you can buy the Blu-ray, you can see it on HiDive. We have choices. Tokusatsu fans have choices now, guys. What's going on? When did this start happening? When did I start getting a voice and a choice? Well, I don't know when that started. Either way, if you guys are interested in this, Tell me down below if you guys like Garo. You know, tell me if you guys want to check this out. If you haven't, you definitely should, because I really enjoy Garo. That'll definitely be a review that'll come on this channel in the future. And also would like to mention as well, if you guys maybe think, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the earlier seasons of Garo, then tell me what season of Garo you're a fan of that you can't wait for HiDive to show or to have on Blu-ray, because it's not just the first 2 seasons that are on Blu-ray. They also have Red Requiem and Red Requiem. I am Elmer Fudd now. And they also have the there was a Blue Knight, not Blue Knight. Oh, come on, Wolf Demon Knight. You guys know which one I'm talking about, and I'm going to stutter over it. But either way, they also have other specials as well on Blu-ray. So, and I assume on the service. So, it's actually really cool that that this service is really going into Garo and really supporting you know, Garo fans by having this up. And I'm super hyped about it. So again, tell me what you guys think down below.